Hey everyone, Erasable Crap here, back with another video, and today we're going to be playing some BTD Battles 2. So let's load up this first match, and I will do my best to give tips and tricks, but I'm not the best at this game. And I also don't have every tower unlocked, because I use a different account for when I play other games. And I've seen this guy before, so what you want to watch out for, a lot of people are purposely going to the lowest arena to grind XP for other towers that they wouldn't be able to do in the higher arenas without losing. So you want to watch out for people that are doing that. I've seen this guy before when I was in White Wasteland. Now he's in the lowest arena, so I'm guessing he's doing that too. Last time I played against this guy, I destroyed him with a camo purple rush. Purples are really good once they're grouped. And if you can rush your opponent with group purples and win, that's a good strategy. Now, this is a little bit laggy. It's laggier than the other device I play on, but it works. So, you'll see they just kind of sit there. And then we wait for the game to load. There we go. So, I believe the tack shooter is the best tower in the game. So, if you can start off with the tack shooter, that's your best bet. I like putting mine towards the front of the map. Seriously. And then upgrading the top and bottom path. And then after I do that, I immediately send reds. Farms are not good in this game at all. I will probably lose this game just because this guy has a lot more towers unlocked than me because I'm on my separate account. Basically, I have two accounts. I use one daily, and then this one is just for the channel. So I'm going to send him tons of grouped reds. On round 3, I'll be able to send grouped blues. Round 5, grouped greens, and so on. So always set your hero down as early as you can get them, because that's the best way to get more XP, I think. I think you get XP per time you place them down, but your hero will level up each round, or you can pay to level them up by clicking on them, and I can send 180 to level him up if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. So now that it's round 3, I'm going to send grouped blues. He's actually leaking a lot of lives. First Blood is good to give you some more stuff at the end of the game, but you don't necessarily always want to go for it. You mainly just want to defend against yourself. Well, against the AI, sorry. And one thing to note, in Red Bloom Camp, which is the arena I'm in right now, you cannot send camo regen or fortified balloons. You can only send regular balloons because it's meant for newer players. But as you can see, this guy has the sniper unlocked. I've went against this guy before, so I know he has more towers unlocked. And then round 5, I'm going to switch over to greens. So greens will give you 1.5 once they're grouped, which is round 5. And blues also give you 1.5, but you're going to be able to send greens faster. So in my opinion, that's better. And then you just want to make sure you you can defend against everything. With a couple tack shooters, you should be able to. As you can see, I'm doing fine. I'm just going to upgrade to another tack shooter. So, once you unlock a tower, you get the first 2 tiers of each upgrade path. So, top and bottom, I have those first 2 unlocked. Middle, I also have those 2 unlocked. But yeah, you're probably gonna run into a lot of people like this dude that are grinding XP for other towers. So just be careful of that. I feel like there should be some kind of limit on how many trophies you can lose. So in this arena, Red Balloon Camp, you don't lose trophies when you lose a game, but after, like once you get to Yellow Stadium, you will end up losing a trophy once you lose. Once you get to Yellow Stadium, which is the next arena, you'll be able to send Camo Region and Fortified and do better rushes. And make sure you always do the tutorial, because once you have the tutorial completed, you get Gwendolyn, who's an extra hero, which is the other hero you saw when I was loading into the game. I forgot to switch. Nothing against Quincy, but I just prefer Gwendolyn because she can pop ledge really easily. And then I don't have to use the bomb shooter every time. I just forgot to switch. Quincy's the first hero you get. He'll help you through the tutorial. And then after that, it's pretty much anything can happen. Like me going against this guy for the second time. And then a tip, I didn't come up with this, but always set your bomb shooter to close. It can't pop black balloons, but it will stay in that range. So where those purple balloons are coming out, it will stay around that spot. And then if your opponent sends you a huge lead rush, you'll be fine. So once purples become grouped, so how to tell if it's spaced or grouped, the spaced balloons will have that white outline around them, and then the grouped will not. So I can send group pinks here. I'm just going to do that as an example. And like I said before, I know it is laggy. I think we should be fine to everything that he's sending us. I'm going to end up going for another tack shooter back here. Upgrading to the 202. Because he just wants to be aggressive with spaced zebras. And then once purples become grouped, I'm going to send him a purple rush and see how he does against it. So now that purples are grouped, I'm going to send him a bunch. Which it doesn't help that it is lagging. So it looks like he's struggling a bit, but he is defending. I'm going to continue sending on a bit for now, because some of them did get past those tack shooters. And now I'm going to switch to grouped zebras. And if you guys want me to, if this is too laggy for you, which I'm assuming most of you do think it's too laggy. I will switch to my other device with my other account, but just know I will be in White Wasteland and I have more towers unlocked. So even though this is laggy, I'm trying to do it the best I possibly can. I don't know what it is. I think it's just, I don't know if it's Android in general or if it's just my devices that are really laggy. Because I have seen gameplay on the iPad, the iPhone, and it runs really good on that. Well, those. It runs really good on those, but on my devices it's really laggy, so I'm not sure how that happened, but I don't know if it's in general. So he wants to send me some ceramics. I'm just gonna go for another bomb shooter. I'm gonna go for the 220. Set it to close. And then on round 18, I will end up probably sending this guy a Moab. So if you can't get purples by your opponent, your next best rush is probably a Moab. But only time will tell when you personally will know when to know if they have the right defenses. Like right now, if we sent him a Moab, I think he would probably lose. Now with a boost, he might do well. I'm gonna send him a couple sets of group ceramics here, not too many though, because they are 400 per set. And I want that 1500 for that Moab on round 18. So if you guys end up going to round 40, I don't think you will. Just based on how it was when I started out, I never even got to round 28. So he did boost to those ceramics, but it looks like he's gonna leak some lives. And that did it. So that is in fact a GG. And we got a trophy for winning, monkey money, and battle points. You use battle points to open chests. And then I have this time 2 multiplier for 2 hours. I got it when I opened the chest. I think everyone does because I've seen other people use it. And then if you want to, if you don't have that, you can watch an ad and it will double your normal. So right now, because it's doubled, we got 60 monkey money instead of 30, and then 10 battle points instead of 5. And if you buy VIP, you automatically get times 3 XP. So in case you're wondering what that forward sign is, that is the boost of double XP. If you're on a win streak, you do get 2 trophies. So I'm gonna go to support right now, and okay, that is not loaded in fully. I'm going to unlock the Spike Factory. It's one of the better towers. Spike Factory has saved me so many times. And then I'm also going to get the village. Now, I've seen other people use Tack Shooter Village Spike Factory, but once you get the Tack Shooter to Hot Shots and Tack Sprayer, Tack Sprayer is good, but you want to get Overdrive and then get Hot Shots. So when you have a village, you can get camo detection with the village by upgrading it. You don't even need to buy any of these things that cost XP. And then After that, after you get the overdrive, it's insanely powerful. The hot shots will be able to pop lead balloons, and then you can defend against pretty much anything other than Moab class balloons with that. And then the spiked ball factory for the spike factory is what I would recommend. Moab Shredder are good, but I would recommend getting the spiked balls first because they just shred through all the ceramics. And if you have one or two of them that pile up enough spikes, they can defend against like 3 Moabs. But let's hop into our next battle. Been recording for almost 16 minutes, so after this battle, that will probably be the video. I'm going to skip this map. I'm going to switch my hero. Docks is a decent map, but it's better if you have the actual water towers when you're going on this map. And I'm hoping this doesn't die. So I'm going to try to do this game as quickly as possible. So after this game, that definitely will be the video if my battery will last that long. I'm actually going to pause this for a second, sorry guys, and I am going to grab my charger. Okay, we are back. I'm going to send greens now. It's been a couple of rounds. I just said something and it was paused for that entire time. So I said that we should have placed Gwendolyn over here, and then our best tack shooter spot, not tack shooter, our best spike factory spot would be to remove this obstacle. I'm gonna put a tack shooter right there. Upgrade top 2 and bottom 2. We might leak a couple of lives here. I'm gonna use this ability to try and help. Then I'm gonna go for our spike factory right there. He got the first blood. Cool, let him have it. That's completely fine with me. I don't really care if my opponent gets first blood. Like, you're gonna leak lives at some point. Most likely. Especially if you're just starting out, you'll probably leak some lives to just random AI that you don't know about. Like, on round 12, there's a camo green that comes out. If you're at full lives and you don't defend against it, you'll lose 3 lives and go to 147. I'm also going to go for a tack shooter right there. More tags, faster shooting, even more tags, and then the even faster shooting once I get my eco. So the eco is in the top middle, and then to the left of that, you have that like coin that spins around. That's when you get your eco. To the left of that is the first blood, showing that my opponent has it. If I had it, it would be right next to the round 8 out of 40. And then to the left of the first blood is the life counter for your opponent if you're on the right, your life counter if you're on the right. So I'm gonna end up going for another spike factory right over here. If it would stop lagging, I could get a good placement. Oh, sinking. Please tell me I don't lose because of sinking. I hate when I do that. I lost so many games to sinking. games to syncing. Come on now. I might lose this game because of that syncing. Oh, okay, we are back in the game now. Now I can place my spike factory right over here where I want to. Please. That's not the exact spot I wanted. There's something in the way of the spot I did want. That's okay. I'm just gonna leave that one as a 0-0 for now. Well, 0-0-0. Syncing again? Okay, maybe that isn't my connection then. Sometimes your opponent can have a bad connection and it'll go syncing. Sometimes they'll lose, sometimes they won't. Now, our opponent has a lot of tack shooters. They might be able to defend against purples. But if I have ceramics, group ceramics might be able to sneak right by the tack shooters and then be able to get somewhat by the bomb shooters, and then after the bomb shooters probably pop off the ceramic layer, the rainbows inside, and the zebras will probably get through to the exit. Alright, I'm gonna go for another 202 tack shooter. Syncing again. That is one unfortunate thing. There's lag. It will cause the syncing to happen sometimes, or a bad connection to the opponent. They might disconnect, give you the win, but they also might not disconnect, but also have a bad connection. So I think we should be fine. I'm gonna send these grouped purples. They may not do anything, but they may do something. If it would send them, I am clicking on it. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Okay, that's gonna be the video. I hope you learned something. If you want to like the video, go right ahead. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. I'm not one to ask for subscribers or likes, but every once in a while I'll say something about it, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.